know you won't believe me, but I never wanted to hurt you or your mother.
Robin. You of all people. You know how much I love Anne.
I need you to check the hospitals, the pharmacies, clinics. I want to check to see if there's been any break-ins because maybe supplies missing. Obviously, he's getting medical attention from someone.
Okay.
All right? Hi. You here to volunteer for the search for Scully? If so, I accept. Thank you. Come in.
Unless you want him brought back bludgeoned. Otherwise, I got an update on your other missing person. Heather Weber?
Right, all right, I'm coming.
Jason. I can't think of any other reason you'd want to see me unless this is about my mother.
Has she been here?
Hey, did you find Heather? How hard is it to find one lone crazy lady? I'll call you back.
I had the strangest dream. Except it wasn't a dream, huh? It really happened. This isn't stalking, exactly. Just a concerned friend. I mean, Spinelli is so naive. Just because a person seems smart and funny and interesting doesn't mean they are all those things.
Maxie? Oh, hey, Allie, right? It's Ellie with an E. Damien's date from the wedding.
Right, I'm sorry. So, did you enjoy yourself?
Well, it was certainly unorthodox. When the bride revealed she was really an alternate personality and had already married someone else, I was riveted.
It was kind of a disaster.
Are you kidding? It was one of the best dates of my life.
Really? Even with no reception after? I mean, Spinelli must have taken you home pretty early.
Actually, Damien and I spent the night together.
Hey, come on. Sorry for the delay. I was in the shower when you called.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, sure. What's the reason for the urgent summons?
Jason's keeping something from me, and I think you know what it is.
You and Spinelli slept together on the first date?
I did not mean that the way it sounded. Damien and I spent the evening at the observatory.
That's a relief.
I'm a member of the Port Charles Astronomers Club. We had a spectacular view of Venus. Right now, it's only 4 degrees north of the moon, so with clear skies.
Of Venus?
Well, in addition to the whole ever-changing panorama of the night sky. But that's not what you meant by that. I take it you're relieved that Damien and I didn't have intercourse?
Well, you know, while Jason is the truest of friends and mentors, he's not overly communicative, so there's plenty he chooses not to share.
Such as?
Could I trouble you for a glass of water? I'm really dehydrated after a long
Spinelli,
night.
it's obvious you're stalling.
No, I assure you, I am legitimately parched. I had an evening full of diverting conversation at the observatory
Can you
regarding
please just tell me what's going on with Jason?
Look, you assume me to be in possession of knowledge that I do not have.
Okay, well then help me figure it out.
Well, I've been a little distracted as of late, so I may have missed some details here and there, so maybe you could enlighten me as to the nature of your concern?
Okay, Jason came over and he said that he had something important to tell me, and then it didn't have anything to do with the lies that Elizabeth said about the two of them being together.
I was unaware that Elizabeth had spoken untruth.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
she
gonna get
tried
that
to
glass of
manipulate
water.
me into going through with the divorce.
How did you learn of this deception?
Because she came here herself and gave a full confession. That's really not the point, though.
Yeah, but it is encouraging that Jason's heart has not been captured by another.
Getting a little off topic here.
No, I disagree. I mean, it seems that you and Jason are having a bit of a thaw, and
Whatever
that's
Jason
devoutly
came to
to be
say, he
wished.
didn't say it, and I think you know what it is.
Why would I?
Because if you were to confide in anyone, it would be you.
Has Heather made any attempt to contact you?
Not since the last time she called me from Ferncliff during the pathogen scare.
Yeah, she's fixated on you. It would just, make sense that she would try to get in touch with you.
Oh, come on in. Feel free to search the place. Look, I already told the police
They have my full cooperation. The same goes for you. I mean, anyone who can find my mother and return her to Ferncliff is doing me a favor.
I'm sorry, I had to check.
Why? What's happened?
I can't get into that.
Is this about the baby? Look, I'm the reason you know about Taya Delgado. And the fact that she had a baby on the same night in the same approximate location as Sam, and you seem to think that my mother made a switch.
Okay, it's confirmed.
How is that possible?
The DNA test. The baby Miss Delgado took back to Llanview is Sam's.
Does Miss Delgado know about this?
John McBain went to tell her, but your mother was already there.
In Llanview?
She convinced Miss Delgado to hire her as a nanny. Now the baby's gone. And so is Heather.
Weber was using her cousin Susan Moore's name as an alias. Taya needed childcare, and Heather, or Susan, she had references.
Yeah, but Heather's used a forger before. I'm not surprised she'd go back to doing it again.
Now Heather's taken the baby and she's disappeared, all right? Llanview police are looking everywhere. They're searching. They're in the train stations. They're at the airports, but they got nothing. So I was thinking maybe she came back here. Maybe she came to some place she knows. Maybe she's been seen in Port Charles.
No, nothing. Nothing so far. God, that poor woman. Taya. She must be out of her mind. There's nothing more terrifying than thinking your child is in danger.
She blames herself. She thinks she should have seen through Heather.
I know how she feels.
Oh, Robin. You were such an engaging child. You were so bright, so inquisitive. Of course, you were the center of your mother's life. Heather Weber is responsible for all of this, a despicable woman. She gave your mother hope that you were alive. She checked herself in here, hoping that she would find you. Because so typical of Anna. Put herself at risk. Broke my heart when I saw her on the monitor, just before she opened the door of the decoys room. The look of joy in her face when she thought she was going to find you. And the horrible loss and devastation when she realized it was just a mistake. I wanted to throw open the door and show you to her. But I can't. I can't do that. Not yet.
I have now what I think is a personal vendetta against Heather. That's why I purposefully removed myself from the search for her, because the last thing I want is for that psycho bitch to get off on a technicality.
But how do you really feel?
How I feel is I wish I had my old job where I could terminate with extreme prejudice.
I understand the impulse.
And now she's abducted a child.
Yeah, it looks that way.
But I'm missing something. Why did she go to Llanview? I mean, is this random, or did she take this particular child for a reason? I mean, what is the connection between Taya Delgado and Heather?
Okay,
Breakfast is served.
Wow. This is so nice, but I have to get home to Jocelyn.
Joss is fine. She's had cereal with a cut-up banana. She's on her way to preschool.
You talked to my nanny?
You kidding? Mercedes is my new BFF.
Well, that's great. I mean, honestly, thank you. But I have to get going. I mean, I have so much to do.
All the trouble of calling room service. We've got scrambled eggs, firm but not dry, extra crispy bacon. We've got wheat toast, seasonal fruit, perfectly ripe. We've got juice, no pulp, and half calf, half decaf.
You really have to work on your stalking issues, you know.
No, I've completely dealt with those. Now I'm just very observant.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just not really hungry after finding out your boyfriend.
Okay, this is a
on you for months.
perfectly good meal. Can we not ruin it by talking about that worm?
I can't help it. I can't stop thinking that there's just something else that Johnny's not telling me.
That's how it talks, Robin. You were so perceptive as a child, although sometimes you used to worry me. I thought you could see right through me when I wasn't being entirely honest. Well, I never intended any malice. I had the same motive then as I have now. Your mother. I promise you I reunite you with Anna. But not now. It has to be carefully orchestrated.
It's getting late.
I know. I wanted to tell her my plans, even though I know she can't hear me.
Blame the Americans, those incompetents at Fencliffe. She has been rendered comatose thanks to their negligence.
Well, yes, but to be entirely fair, the psychiatrist wasn't Australian. Although, a total incompetent.
To have exposed her to such a punishing dose of electroshock, results are not surprising. Unfortunately, they may be irreversible.
That's why she must remain here. She's in no condition to be reunited with her mother.
So does Taya have any idea why she was targeted by Heather? You know, did she take this child for a particular reason?
Heather and Taya crossed paths the night of the storm last June, all right? Not far from Heather's preferred base of operations on Route 59.
The shack?
The shack, all right. Same time, Taya, she's given birth to her child at a bus stop at the side of the road.
Oh, God.
But the baby's not breathing, so Todd runs off with the baby searching for some help.
And Heather would have been there because she was burying Anthony Zakhar's body.
Manning finds his way to the shack, and there, someone performs infant CPR.
Heather? Oh, well, that would explain the connection between Heather and Todd.
Part of it, anyway.
But what happened that night that would give Heather such a hold over Todd Manning?
Johnny cheated on you because that's who he is. A spineless coward. You only married Connie to get back at Sonny. That should tell you exactly who Johnny Zakhar is.
Can we not go there?
What? Johnny and Connie are perfect for one another. Their names are all rhymey, and they have their own particular misery that I hope they inflict on one another for the rest of their lives.
Everyone's thinking that Johnny took advantage of Kate's mental illness.
Okay. He did, because he's a dirtbag. I mean, you can do better.
The marriage makes sense from Connie's perspective. She has to marry Johnny, so Sonny can't throw her into
Why are you trying to
but
figure
why
this out?
Johnny?
You are a beautiful, sexy, rich woman. Did I say that you were beautiful? You're beautiful. You own your own business. You have so much going for you. You can do better than Johnny Zakhar. Much better.